Hey, what's going on, everybody? Mark here with Honey Badger No Care out of El Paso, Texas. Been here since 9 to 3. Um, got some information. Oh, yeah. Like, share, subscribe, all that crap. Kamala is only coming here to El Paso all because everybody's been asking her for a while. And she's dodged it like this dodgeball. If you could dodge a wrench, you could dodge going to the border. Kamala can dodge a wrench. She just can't dodge anything else that's by her face. Anyway, uh, and Veronica Escobar. We hate her here. We can't stand her. She's fake. People are realizing El Paso does that classic voting for Democrats just same way as blacks feel they have to. They have to. Because if you have to ask, have to wonder who you need to vote for, then you ain't black. That whole bullshit. Well, Hispanics are the same fucking way. That shit needs to stop. How many times are y'all going to keep voting for Democrats and them all they do is promise and do nothing? You can't say that about Trump because Trump actually did something. More funding to black colleges. I mean, he did more than any president in the last over 50 years. But somehow or another, he's not doing enough. And this is why, blacks want everything. A lot of these blacks want everything for free, period. And even if Trump were to have given every black person in the United States $1 million, they still would have said it's not enough. Why not 100 million? These are the people that are looting, rioting, burning, attacking people, how they're hiding the muggings that are going on in San Francisco on their transit lines. Oh, we're not going to post, any information for minor crimes. Yeah, because it's black people doing it. We're not going to say what race the person is that's attacking Asians because it's black people. I'm that kind of person. I don't give a fuck. But this needs to stop. These people need to be taken out of power as soon as possible. Y'all, look at democratic cities. You want that for the entire United States? Trashed neighborhoods, ghettos, burned out neighborhoods, boarded up stores. You want the entire United States to look like that? These are all run by fucking Democrats, all of these cities. Now, let's see if I can take this. I wonder if it's, no, I'm not going to do that. Not going to do that. I was going to see if it was one of those robocalls, because I love fucking with that shit. I love fucking with those people. But anyway, let me get into the information here. As I said, I'm not going to name any names, none of that stuff. Tomorrow, the VP will be here to scope out the different facilities, border wall, etc. People have been staying late to clean out or move things around because Veronica Escobar will also be here. However, Escobar only chose a few chosen ones to show her around and talk on camera. One of the requirements is they all had to be Democrats. When I read that part, I was like, who gives a fuck what political party you belong to? This is about the country as a whole. This is the reason why these people need to be taken out of power. They lied to all of you that we want to work across party lines when they keep doing shit like this. But you people keep voting for them. You keep voting for these fucking liars. Donald Trump tried working with them. They refused. Even though, like, how they didn't, he helped black colleges, black families, black neighborhoods. He did all of this stuff for ethnicities. Nobody, no Nancy Pelosi, nobody on the left applauded, even said, wow, he's doing good work. Let me repeat that. There were times they did, but it's still coming from Donald Trump. So, he's doing great work, and you hate it. You're barely thankful because it's coming from Donald Trump. This is all, we all know it's a publicity stunt. I know. But it's here, right here in text form. They are cleaning the facility. Let me continue. They all had to be Democrats in order for them to be interviewed at those facilities with the kids that Obama started. Also, let me point out, well, let me get to it. Yesterday, a friend's husband that worked for Homeland Security and Customs had just retired because the process had become, quote unquote, corrupt. Here is the process of these immigrants coming to the United States. They're being caught by, the Border Patrol, taken to the Montana facility, processed, and then released to the open world and the streets with no food, no money, no job, etc. The wall that's here in El Paso, and I've said this to my friends and family when Donald Trump was president and the whole wall thing. Oh my God, he's being racist by building a wall. I'm going, motherfuckers, why don't you ask me? I live here at the border. Why don't you ask me? The wall's already been here for years. It was put up years ago. Many years ago, it was put up. It's already been here. I took pictures, video, all of that shit and posted it on my Facebook. And they were like, well, we didn't know that. Yeah, you're right. You didn't know that, but it didn't stop you from running your fucking mouth, for one. For two, you have a relative that lives here at the fucking border. Why wouldn't you ask, hey, Mark, you live there at the border? What's going on over there? Why wouldn't you do that? The wall's been here long before Trump was fucking president. But I bet you anything, they're going to go to a part that's been here. The Pope, when the Pope came here, he went to the part of the wall that has already been here for years. Oh my God, look at what's going on over there and the families over there. I hate to tell you, Pope Benedict Arnold, pay attention to your fucking country. Why aren't you paying attention to the violence in the Middle East? Why aren't you paying attention to, you didn't have to cross the ocean. You could have been dealing with shit that's going on nearer to you. Hypocrisy and publicity. That was it. Again, seems like all you motherfuckers hate the United States, but all you care about talking about is the United States. Hilarious. This is scary, this next part. On Monday, an acquaintance's daughter came home from lunch She's a junior in high school. Walked into her house, found two men sitting at the dinner table eating their food and getting up to go back to the refrigerator. Of course, the girl was scared shitless and ran out of the house and called 911. These weren't guests. They broke into their house. They are releasing here in El Paso. I did not know this. None of us knew this. We know it now. They are releasing anywhere from 900 to 1,000 immigrants per day! Exclamation. These are known drug dealers, rapists, pedophiles. And it seems that the El Paso people in El Paso, the leadership here doesn't care. We now have homeless camping out in parts of northeast El Paso, something we have never seen before, and that is true. Unfortunately, I cannot talk about this online, but you can. I think this story needs to be heard. So please, can you talk about this on your show, on my channel? And then, forgot to mention, they also moved a bunch of the kids in cages out of there so they didn't show overcrowding in the tents. It's publicity. They moved them out of the tents on purpose so they won't show up on camera. But once the cameras are gone and once Kamala is gone, they're going to move them right back into the tents. I'm going to talk about this also on my Facebook channel as well, because again, this needs to be heard. This is corruption at its finest. Funny how they tried to blame Donald Trump for all this, and it's like, we're not stupid. We know this has been going on since Obama. These people have selective memory, and they feel that we are supposed to also be on the Kool-Aid they drink and have selective memory. This is why they hate us so much. This government, and I'm saying this straight out, and I don't really care, needs to be overthrown. It needs to be overthrown. Period. This is beyond insanity. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and finish this video right here because I'm going to end up going live on my Facebook and basically say the same message because this is insane. This is absolute insanity. Revolution needs to happen. I'm not talking about voting these people out because they're trying to change the voting so they can stay in power. That is that's beyond corruption. You got to have an ID for every fucking thing. Yet somehow or another, to vote in position, the most powerful position in the world, the president and vice president of the United States, we don't need an ID for? What the fuck? You need an ID to buy alcohol, but you don't need an ID to vote someone who can, launch nuclear missiles into power. You don't need to prove you're a citizen of the United States to vote for somebody who can literally, basically is holding the safety of our country in their hands. You don't need an ID for that? If ethnic people are too stupid to know how to get an ID or to work a computer, Biden, really? Well, if they're too stupid to know how to get a goddamn ID, then maybe they shouldn't be allowed to fucking vote. Because if they're too stupid to get an ID, then they're too stupid to vote for the leadership of the United States. That's my opinion. If you're too dumb, nobody is standing in anybody's way. Like that parent said, that black parent at the fucking PTA meeting. Nobody ever stood in my way to prevent me from getting 2 doctorates. Who's standing in y'all's way? Well, I've been saying the same thing since I was a kid. Oh, these white people are going to stand in your way. No white person ever said. No, let me repeat that. Let me rewind that. There were some white people that were like, you're never going to succeed because you're black. And I'm like, I don't really give a shit. It's like, I don't care what the fuck you say. And I proved them all wrong. What surprised me was black people saying that shit. And then black people took it over. You're never going to succeed because these white people won't let you succeed. What the fuck are you talking about? I've always succeeded when I put my mind to something. When I haven't succeeded, that was my fault. My fault. No white person stood in my way. The people that seem to be standing in my way more than anything are you, the black people. Shouldn't you? Oh my God, so look at the nerd over here making fucking, A and B honor roll and shit. Look at that, trying to be white. No, I'm trying to be an educated black person. Last time I checked, I don't think I could ever be white. Let me finish this video. And then I'm going to go on to, as I said, I'm going to do my Facebook one. And then I'm going to go ahead and get something to eat. And then I've got some errands to run. One errand to run. Because obviously with, bitch ass, sleeping her way into politics, fake ass fraud, Vice President Kamala coming here, kissing ass and shit. You already know how it's going to look on CNN. Oh my God, she cares so much. This video, if any one of my videos needs to be shared for the truth to be out, this is the video. This is the video that needs to be really shared, and this video definitely needs to go viral. You people need to stop voting for these fuckers because they do not have any of our best interest at heart. None. But anyway, I will talk at y'all later. If it seems like I'm really pissed, I definitely am in this case.